Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, welcome back to our channel. In our previous videos covering Jeddah, Taif, Abha, Al-Baha and Al-Ula in 15 days, covering each city in 3 days, which marked the beginning of our 25-day itinerary across 8 cities in Saudi Arabia. We now move on to our 6th destination, Najran, representing days 15 to 17 of this Saudi Arabia itinerary. This 6th landmark will be explored over 3 days, similarly like other cities. If you haven't yet watched our Al-Ula, Al-Baha, Abha, Taif and Jeddah episode, which kicked off this exciting 25-day journey, we highly recommend checking them out first. Continuing our 25-day Saudi Arabia itinerary, after exploring the treasures of Al-Ula, we now travel to the far south of the kingdom to discover Najran, a city of ancient civilizations, deep Islamic history, and a unique blend of Arabian and Yemeni culture. Najran, in Saudi Arabia's far south, bordering Yemen, is a beautiful historic city known for its oasis landscapes, ancient forts, mud brick castles, and date farms. The city is historically significant for its ancient pre-Islamic culture, Christian communities, and trade routes connecting Arabia to Yemen and Africa. Famous for its rich cultural heritage, multi-ethnic influences, and old souks, Najran feels like a different world within the kingdom. From its architecture to cuisine, everything has a distinct southern Arabian flavor. Where is Najran located? Najran lies in the southwestern corner of Saudi Arabia, bordering Yemen to the south. It is about 900 kilometers from Riyadh and around 280 kilometers from Abha. Nestled in a fertile valley surrounded by the Sarawat Mountains and desert plains, Najran enjoys a mix of green farmlands and dramatic landscapes, making it one of the most unique provinces in the kingdom. Historical significance of Najran. Najran has been inhabited for thousands of years and served as an important stop on the ancient incense and spice trade routes connecting Arabia to Yemen, the Levant and beyond. In pre-Islamic times, Najran was a center of Himyarite and Yemeni kingdoms and later became known for its Christian community, which was significant in the Arabian Peninsula. The city's name is believed to come from the old Arabic word for a wooden frame used in building the Kaaba, as Najran's skilled craftsmen were known for their work. Najran also witnessed the famous Najran Pact during the Prophet Muhammad's time, which established a peaceful agreement between Muslims and the Christians of Najran. Islamic significance of Najran. Najran is mentioned in Islamic history for the event of Mubahala, mutual invocation of curses between the Prophet Muhammad and the Christian delegation from Najran. This event is linked to Surah Al-Imran 3:61 in the Quran. Najran is also remembered for the martyrdom of early Christians who were persecuted by the Jewish Himyarite king Du Nuwas before Islam. This tragic event is referenced in the Quran in Surah Al-Buruj 85:4-8 about the people of the ditch, meaning Ashab Al-Ukhdood. The site believed to be connected to this incident still exists in Najran today. Tourism and cultural beauty of Najran. Najran offers a rich combination of heritage sites, traditional architecture, and natural beauty. Some highlights include Al-Ukhdood archaeological site, ruins from the era of the people of the ditch mentioned in the Quran. Najran Fort, a restored mud brick fortress showcasing traditional architecture. Al-Madfun village, known for its underground houses used in ancient times. Wadi Najran, a lush valley with farms, palm groves and flowing water. Traditional souks selling Yemeni-style silver, handmade daggers and woven goods. Najran's culture blends Saudi and Yemeni traditions, with distinctive clothing, cuisine and music that make it stand out from other Saudi cities. Best time to visit Najran. The best time to visit Najran is from October to March, when the weather is cooler and ideal for exploring outdoor sites. The city's spring season is especially beautiful, with blossoming trees and active farmlands. Travel from AlUla to Najran. Here is the table for prices in pounds and dollars for transport options and their cost for traveling from AlUla to this stop, which is Najran. Prices vary based on transport options. Luxury hotels in Najran. Here is the table for cost summary for accommodation for luxury options in Najran, including prices in pounds and dollars. This provides a rough estimate depending on personal preferences. Budget hotels in Najran. Here's the table for cost summary for accommodation for budget options in Najran, including prices in pounds and dollars. This provides a rough estimate depending on personal preferences. Luxury restaurants in Najran. Here is the table for cost summary for restaurants for luxury options in Najran, including prices in pounds and dollars. This provides a rough estimate depending on personal preferences. Budget restaurants in Najran. Here is the table for cost summary for restaurants for budget options in Najran, including prices in pounds and dollars. This provides a rough estimate depending on personal preferences. Top attractions in Najran. 1. Najran Fort Qasr Al-An, a restored mud brick fortress overlooking Najran Valley. Entry is free. 2. Al-Ukhdood archaeological site, ruins of an ancient city with Christian-era engravings. Entry fee is £4 or $5. 3. Al-Ukhdood Museum, with ancient artifacts, pottery and relics from Najran's history. Entry fee £3 or $4. 4. Najran Old Market Souq Najran, famous for traditional Najrani daggers, textiles, spices. Entry is free. 5. Najran Dam, the largest dam in southern Saudi surrounded by scenic valleys. Entry is free. 6. Al-Dana Park, a popular green public park. Entry is free. 7. Habuna Park, a beautiful garden park with children's rides and cafes. Entry £2 or $3. 8. Al-Ukhdood Valley, a rocky valley with pre-Islamic rock art and inscriptions. Entry is free. 9. Najran Palm Oasis, with lush date farms and palm groves. Entry is free. 10. Hima Reserve, natural reserve with ancient rock art. Entry £5 or $7. Top holy and spiritual sites in Najran. 1. Al-Ukhdood archaeological site. This is the Quranic people of the ditch Ashab Al-Ukhdood site mentioned in Surah Al-Buruj 85:4-8. Around the 6th century CE, Christians of Najran were burned alive in deep trenches by a tyrannical king for refusing to abandon their faith, a story preserved in both Islamic and Christian history. Located in southern Najran city, entry is free. Best time to visit is morning or late afternoon. Visiting here brings reflection on patience and sacrifice for belief. 2. Ras Al-Ukhdood, well of the ditch. Near the archaeological site, this deep well is believed to be from the same era as the persecution mentioned in the Quran. While its exact historical link is debated, it's often visited alongside Al-Ukhdood. Entry is free. Best time to visit is early morning. This place symbolizes the resilience of believers under trial. 3. Historic Najran Mosque, one of the oldest mosques in Najran, said to be built soon after Islam reached the region. Some traditions state that Najran's Christian delegation who visited Prophet Muhammad and later embraced Islam prayed here. Located in Old Najran city area. Entry is free. Best time to visit is prayer times, especially Dur or Asa, a place to connect with early Islamic history in southern Arabia. 4. Al-Ukhdood Martyrs Area. Locals identify certain unmarked areas near Al-Ukhdood as mass graves of the martyrs from the Quranic event. While not an official shrine, it's visited respectfully for dua and remembrance. Entry is free. Best time to visit is daytime. Note, visitors should observe Islamic etiquette when visiting grave areas. 5. Ruins of the Old Najran Church. Before Islam, Najran was home to one of Arabia's largest Christian communities, known for its piety and refusal to renounce faith. The ruins of their large church still remain in parts of Old Najran, linked to the Quranic story indirectly and early interfaith history during the Prophet's lifetime. Entry is free. Best time to visit is morning. This place serves as a reminder of Najran's diverse religious heritage before Islam. 6. Wadi Najran. A fertile valley that has sustained Najran for thousands of years, it is believed to have been crossed by ancient prophets and traders. Early Muslims also used this route for spreading dawah. Entry is free. Best time to visit is sunset. Perfect for contemplating the Quranic verses about nature and sustenance. Transport options in Najran. Here is the table for cost summary for transport options in Najran, including prices in pounds and dollars. This provides a rough estimate depending on personal preferences. Travel tips for Najran. Najran is generally peaceful but lies close to the Yemen border. Stick to city areas, avoid border checkpoints, and travel in groups, especially when visiting rural or remote archaeological sites. Najran's weather can be scorching in the daytime and pleasantly cool at night. Best to visit during early mornings and after Maghrib for outdoor activities. This region has a rich tribal culture with old traditions. Always ask before photographing locals, especially women. Traditional attire is common and conservative dressing is highly respected. While most hotel and restaurant staff know basic English, taxi drivers and local shopkeepers usually speak Arabic only. Learn a few local phrases or use a translation app. Many souks, street food vendors, and smaller attractions accept cash only. Always keep small denomination Saudi riyals on hand. Najran is famous for hanif, slow-cooked lamb in an underground oven, and local dates. Make sure to visit a local hanif restaurant in the old market. Ensure your insurance covers the Najran region, as some providers may have exclusions for areas near borders. It's a conservative region. Abayas are mandatory outdoors, and women should be accompanied by a mahram in remote areas or use guided tours for safety. Najran has reliable coverage, but if venturing outside to valleys and dams, signal can be weak. Download maps offline before you go. Travel from Najran to Dammam. Here is the table for prices in pounds and dollars for transport options and their costs for traveling from Najran to the next stop, which is Dammam. Prices vary based on transport options. So, dear viewers, these were the next 3 days of exploring Najran, which were the days 15 to 17 of the 25-day Saudi Arabia itinerary. Stay tuned for the next part where we will explore the 7th city Dammam in the next 3 days, which will be days 18 to 20 of this 25-day itinerary. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed our content and found it helpful for planning your travels. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow travelers, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting travel guides and tips. Inshallah, see you in the next parts. Allah Hafiz.